everybody, and welcome to SnackTube. Sorry I didn't have any bagpipes to hand. I neither had a cat or a bag to put it in and swing it around either, so I couldn't really make a proper bagpipe sound, but this was the closest I could get to it. Yeah, I hate bagpipes. They are horrible, and they are probably the worst thing about Scotland, you know, apart from the rampant alcoholism. Anyway, hello everybody, welcome to SnackTube. Today it is the Rabbie Burns special, because I am going to be reviewing for you a lovely wee haggis. So, as is tradition on Burns night, I should welcome you all in with the traditional Selkirk grace. So, here we are. Some hae meat and can eat, and some would eat that want it. But we hae meat and we can eat, and say, the Lord be thankit. Yes, that's right, my Scots is terrible. So welcome. Now, there's only one course in today's Burns supper, and it is the old haggis. I did do a video where I did this before, and I did the ode to the haggis. I read the whole thing and I had a haggis supper. That was on my other channel, so the link to the video will probably be in here somewhere, but go and check that out if you want to see some more poor Scots reading, and have a look at a haggis supper, because they're wonderful things. They really are. I do enjoy a haggis supper. So traditionally, your haggis is served with neeps and tatties. So I don't have any neeps, and to be honest, I don't particularly enjoy neeps anyway. They're okay sometimes in small quantities, but I'm not a huge fan of neeps, so I didn't really want any. But I do have tatties. They're not on my plate. I'm just going to have the haggis for you guys, and then I'll have my tatties after. I say tatties. It's chips. Yeah. Normally you're supposed to have like mashed potatoes, but since the days of Rabbie Burns, a wonderful invention has been created, and it's called the deep fat fryer. So I can make homemade triple cooked chips myself, and quite frankly, when I do that myself, they're bloody lovely, so I am very much looking forward to them. So those will go on after I've reviewed this haggis for you guys. I'm not going to eat them for you guys, just know that they're fantastic. If you want to make your own triple cooked chips, I suggest you go and find a recipe, because I'm not going to explain how it's done here. So this haggis that I've got for you, it is the Hall's, the world's favourite haggis. World's favourite? I don't know so much. People in other countries don't tend to eat haggis. You don't tend to get it in a lot of places, at least it's hard to come by anyway, in the places that I've been. Quite frankly, I love it, so I'm glad that in Scotland it's pretty much available everywhere, including in chip shops. So, yeah, haggis is lovely. I love it. I mean, to a lot of people it sounds disgusting. It's made of sheep's guts and heart and pluck and all that kind of stuff. So, to a lot of people that sounds disgusting, but those same people will sit and eat a hot dog. So, hypocritical? Yeah, pretty much. You know what hot dogs are made out of? Pigs' anuses. So yeah, by comparison, a haggis is actually alright. And it's very, very tasty. So this is made by Hall's. They make a lot of other stuff around here. They make like square sausage, and I'm pretty sure the thing, I did haggis, neeps and tatties on here before. It was like a microwavable one, and I think that was a Hall's ready meal. So they do a lot of stuff. So what's actually in a haggis? Let's find out, shall we? So ingredients: pork lungs, 33%; oatmeal, pork fat, pork liver, 11%; water, pork heart, 1%; onions, salt, rusk, salt again, raising agent, spices, which is nutmeg, white pepper, black pepper, allspice, cayenne, and cloves. So that's it. It's pork. It's made from pork, and the bits of pork that are undesirable, that don't look nice when you just eat them on their own, so you mince them up so they don't look as bad, combine them with a few things, and Bob's your uncle, you've got yourself haggis. And it's all boiled inside a sheep's stomach. Well, it used to be traditionally, when they didn't have plastic like we've got. This is in a plastic. So there you go. This, I cooked it the traditional... I cooked it the traditional way. So it does give you instructions to do it in the microwave. You just kind of bang it in the microwave for 10 minutes or whatever. And then you can do it in the oven. You know, you put it in a dish, cover it, and then stick it in the oven for whatever. But I did this traditional way, which is to steam it. I've actually got a steamer, which I use to mostly cook vegetables and rice. It's a very handy little thing to have as well. I do all my vegetables in it because it's just so much easier than, and you know, boiling vegetables takes all the nutrition and all the flavour out of them, makes them all kind of a bit bland. So a steamer, get yourselves a steamer if you don't have one, because for cooking veggies and that, brilliant. So I did it in the steamer. Took an hour in the steamer, which is fine, you know, that's not bad. Just put it on, you know, an hour before you're ready to eat. And I managed to prepare all my other stuff in the meantime. I've got myself a nice peppercorn sauce to go with it as well, which should be banging. So we're going to cut into the haggis, but before we do so, seeing as it is Rabbit Burns night, we're going to read the address to a haggis, or the ode to the haggis. So everyone stand for the reading of the haggis thing. I'm not going to stand because I'm the one doing the reading, and quite frankly, if I stand up, all you'll be able to see is my man tits, and we don't need that. We don't need that. Not before we're about to have our dinner. Get yourselves a wee dram as well, a wee dram. If you've got some scotch, have a wee scotch whiskey. I don't have any scotch in the house. I've got other whiskies. I've got some Jim Beam in there, which is an American whiskey. I feel like drinking that with my haggis would be maybe sacrilegious. I don't know, but I've got Iron Brew, so that's Scottish enough, you know. Lovely. So grab yourselves a wee dram and stand for the address to a haggis. So, and please don't criticise my Scots. I know it's pish. All right. Fair fa your honest sonsy face, great chieftain o' the puddin' race. Aboon them ye tak your place, painch tripe or therm, weel are ye worthy o' a grace, as long's ma erm. The groaning trencher there you fill, your hurdies like a distant hill. Your pin would help to mend a mill in time of need, while through your pores the dews distill like amber bead. His knife see rustic labour dicht, and cut ye up wi' ready slicht, trenching your gushing entrails bricht, like ony ditch, and then o wat a glorious sicht, wham reeking rich. Then horn for horn they stretch and strive, they'll tack the hindmaist, on they drive, till a there wheel swalled kites believe are bent like drums, then old Guidman maist like to reeve, befanket hums. Is there that or his French ragout, or olio that wad staw a sow, or fricassee wad mak your spew, wi' perfect scunner, looks down wi' sneering scornfu view, on sick a dinner. Poor devil, see him ower his trash, as feckless as a withered rash, his spindle shank a guide wi' lash, his neef a neat, through bloody flood or field to dash, oh how unfit. But mark the rustic, haggis fed, the trembling earth resounds his tread, clap in his wally, neave a blade, he'll mak it whistle, and legs and arms and heads will sned, like taps of thistle. Ye powers wa mak mankind your care, and dish them out their bill of fare. Old Scotland wants nae handheld continental bowls. That can't be right. It's mixed with another line, sorry. Old Scotland wants skin and wear that joups and luggies, but if you wish her grateful prayer, gie her a haggis. That was butchered and terrible, and this... I've got it right off the Wikipedia page, so there you go. Right, after the terrible reading, let's move on to the haggis. So I think probably a good idea, rather than me holding this up and potentially cutting myself with old stabby knife here, I think I'm going to move this camera down so you can get a good view of the haggis. There we are. There's Mr. Haggis. Mrs. Haggis if you prefer. Let's cut the bad boy open and see what she looks like inside. So we'll start from this end and we'll just go do do do. Oh, it smells good. It smells good. Let's get a wee stab in there. Oh yeah. Peel back the plasticky bits. There we go. Just like a baked potato. Shabow. Right. If we flop that over, it should all just come right out. Boom. There you go. Smashing. Lovely jubbly. Right. You're supposed to fluff it up with a fork so, it falls apart like so easily. Boom. That is lovely. There you go. Boom. Oh, haggis. Yum, yum, yum. So it looks like a lot more now that it's not longer in ball form. So that'd be enough for 2 or 3 people, maybe 4 people, depending on how fat you are. But there you go. Nice wee fluffy haggis. So, let's get this camera back on my soncy face. Hello. Right. Okay. Blow the haggis one more time. Not the haggis. Don't blow the haggis. Blow the, what do you call it? The bagpipes one more time. Fucking shitey things. And let's do it. So this is the Hall's, the world's favourite haggis. Let's give it the old taste test for Rabbie Burns. Oh, hot. Well, I think my mouth's a bit dry actually. Would be after that lovely reading. There it is there, look. Lovely pile of lovely haggis. That is good. That is really good. It's meaty, it's oaty. It's slightly spicy. You get that from the allspice and the cayenne. I don't know, it's hard to describe it, the flavours of haggis. Haggis is nice. There's something about it I just really love. But very savoury, kind of savoury meaty flavour. Very, very, very meaty. I don't know. Have you ever had Brussels patty? Right. Imagine Brussels patty. Very similar flavour to that. And Brussels patty, I believe, is made from sort of rendered pork fat. So it's actually not a million miles away in terms of what it consists of. So it's got that meaty pork taste to it. But there's also a bit of flavour. The oats give it a bit more body, give it a bit more chewiness, which is absolutely lovely. And that is perfectly seasoned as well. It doesn't need any extra salt or anything. When I have a haggis supper, I always cover it in salt and vinegar. But this really doesn't need anything extra. I'm going to have a peppercorn sauce just because I love a wee peppercorn sauce, and it'll be nice for dipping my chips in. But it doesn't need the sauce because it's already pretty moist. It's not dry. Not like any, canned sort of haggis or one that you maybe get from a chippy or a microwaved haggis. Microwaving a haggis ruins it. If you can get a haggis and you want to do it properly, do it in a steamer. Because that's the best way to have it, because that keeps it nice and moist and it basically just heats it up and it doesn't remove anything from it, which is what you're looking for. If you do it in an oven, it's bound to dry up as well because all the moisture will come out of it. So definitely do it in the steamer. That is the best way to do it. And I will do this again just any day of the week because that is lovely. That is really, really good. Normally I just buy the tin stuff because the tin stuff is alright, and it's cheap. This, for the extra, I don't know, £1 or whatever it costs for this, it's worth it. Because you get at least the same amount of haggis. This is 454 grams, and a tin of haggis is normally around 400 odd grams anyway. So you get about the same amount of haggis, and it's just so much nicer because it's not dry. Yeah, lovely. And there's basically nothing added to that at all. It's literally just right out of the bag. So it's beautiful. Beautiful flavours, beautiful texture, lovely meatiness. As far as haggises go, that's good. Hall's is a decent brand for certain things, for their things like this. Yeah, it's good. I wouldn't recommend any of their ready meals though. They're always shocking. Right, well, the main idea of this video was just to get you introduced to a little bit of Scottish culture, the old Rabbie Burns night. If you want to see a real Rabbie Burns night, I suggest you go to a proper one. And a real one, it's a lot of fanfare. You get all the bagpipes going. As much as I hate bagpipes, it's quite cool seeing them all marching through and bringing the haggis in and doing the presentation. And, you get a nice dinner and you have a nice wee drink, and usually you have like a ceilidh afterwards. You do a bunch of dancing and all that, which is a good laugh. So I haven't been to one of these in absolute ages, and I probably won't go to one for a while now because we are still amidst the pandemic. You know, it's getting better. You know, the vaccines come out and everything, but you know, it's a long time before things start to get back to normal. I doubt we'll be able to go to a proper Kaylee, at least not this year. Maybe next year. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I definitely recommend it if there's a Burns night in your area that you can go to. Go to it because it's a good night out. You know, it's a good laugh, and you know, do what the Scots do and have a wee bit of haggis and get yourself steaming drunk. I wish I could get drunk just now. Actually, I do have a lot of booze in the house, so I could. Maybe I will. We shall see. Well, that'll do it for Burns Night. Thank you very much for coming to the Burns Night on SnackTube, the first ever SnackTube Burns Night. There might be more to come, probably not, but we'll see what happens. But thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, give it the old thumbs up, hit the wee bell to get notifications as well. If you're subscribed, of course, you need to subscribe first before you can hit the bell. It should be nice if you can do that. And have yourselves a lovely evening. What's a traditional Scottish greeting? Get to fuck, ya bunch of pricks. There you go. I'll see you later. Bye.